Hey, welcome to Resource Prepping. I'm your host, Greg. Welcome to new subscribers from around the world now. I didn't know I was global, but I'm glad to be. Thank you. I appreciate you. No matter where you're at in the world, you are going to hear people say, this is a deal you just can't pass up. It's too good to be true. All you have to do, and as soon as you hear that, there should be an alarm bell going off in your head. There should be red flags waving in front of your face. Stop, wait, and listen to the pitch, because in that pitch, you are going to have to give up something. The liberals, the New World Order, the globalists all make a pitch to the general public, especially if you watch any of this World Economic Forum, and I would highly recommend you do. Go on YouTube, watch videos of World Economic Forum. But keep in mind, all the comments are turned off. You can't debate these people. You cannot question these people. The questions asked to these people are pre-screened, and the host is on their side. It's all rigged. It's a rigged game. But when you hear people say, what's wrong with solar power? What's wrong with wind power? What's wrong with hydro? What's wrong with saving the forest? When they couch it like that individually, there's nothing wrong with it. People say, what do you have against electric? I don't have anything against electric cars. Tell me how you're going to recharge the electric car when they shut down your fossil fuel that is providing the electric. If you say, well, I have solar power, what are you going to do on a cloudy day? And your batteries aren't charged for your house and your car. Answer me that. When they say, well, wait a minute, you can't cut down that forest here, that has this. I can do whatever I want on my property so far, and if I need firewood to heat my house, to cook on, or to build something, I will cut down that tree. But they will couch it as saying, you cut down that tree, you're taking away from the world, the global. When you hear politicians saying, we have to have common sense gun reform, and I knew that would happen as soon as the tragedy broke the airwaves down in Texas, and it is a tragedy. I am not disputing that. But every time the liberals say, we have to have common sense gun reform, it's only common sense when it's on their terms. And they couch it in such a way you say, well, that sounds reasonable. But until you look at what it is, then it becomes, maybe it's not so reasonable. Maybe I have a reason for what I have. And that reason is you can't be trusted. You can't be believed. You abuse your authority and your power. When we have big tech companies saying, we are going to take on the responsibility for censorship because we don't want sex slaves being traded on the internet. That's not unreasonable. I agree with that. You should remove that advertisement or that web page or that YouTube channel. I agree with that. But when you start down that and everybody says, well, it's a slippery slope. No, it's not. It's a direct line to abuse of power because they control the site, they control the guidelines, and they will control your freedom of speech. So now you've lost freedom of speech. Pretty soon, you will lose your Second Amendment. Pretty soon, you will say, wait a minute, I have to get to work, and you've made the price of gasoline because you deemed it environmentally unfriendly. Now, I have to make a choice, fill up my vehicle or go without food. Why should we have to make that choice because you deemed it so? So when you hear buzzwords like sustainability, 2030 agenda, freedom of choice with limitations, that's a new one there. ESG, how unreasonable is that? When you hear these buzzwords, there should be alarms going off in your head. What do I have to sacrifice? Because I guarantee you, if you don't do it voluntarily now, they will make it mandatory. And suddenly it's not unreasonable. It becomes an edict. We didn't vote for John Kerry, but he's making policies by forming coalitions to corrupt what the economic system is into what they say is reasonable. We didn't elect Bill Gates to have censorship, to create vaccines for plagues that he wargamed. And I would remind you to check out agenda or event 201. Please look at that. That's amazing coincidence. Cyber Polygon is another one that is an amazing coincidence about to happen. When these people say, what is wrong with that? That's not asking too much. Ask yourself, what am I giving up to make that fulfillment happen? There's always a price. There's always a catch. You have to be smart enough to listen to it, discern what these people are telling you and what their true agenda is that they're not telling you. Thank you for liking and subscribing. Welcome to the channel. If you are a religious person, please ask for the powers of discernment and wisdom. Pray to God that He open up your eyes and open up your heart, and especially open up your ears to hear what these deceivers are telling you. Get yourself baptized in the name of Jesus Christ, submerged in water. Greg out.